Hey everybody, I'm Chris and this is Luki Bike Adventures, and today I've got a really nice little bike. At our last workshop, I was fixing kids' bikes as we were riding and going over bike safety and all that, just doing as much as I could on the spot, but this one needed a bit more work than what I could do just at the park and without, a bunch of tools and everything. So I took it home with me and I'm going to fix it up and hopefully give it back. However, I've run into a few problems. One is that I'm guessing it was left out in the rain or something like that over the summer or whatever, but the pedals are completely rusted on. The bottom bracket was pretty rusted as well, and it actually took me and my son putting all of our weight and like really struggling with this thing to get that bolt loose. Working on the pedals for probably a half an hour and I can't get them off. So I'm going to have to look at different options for that. And I want to take them off because they're rusted, but they're not all the way on. So there's definitely not enough threads. Let's see here. There's quite a few threads here showing. So that's, let's see. So that's, it's just kind of barely in there. But it's pretty rusted. This one I was able to get it to move a little bit, not enough. The other side, even less movement. Yeah, so I'll have to come up with something. But I also wanted to take a look at this bottom bracket to see what was going on here because there was play here, and I just wanted to see how bad it was realistically. Like if this is completely rusted out as well. It was moving, but there was a lot of play. It was like, are the bearings cracked? Are bearings missing? Like, I don't know. So it looks like the bearings are all there on both sides. I don't see like obvious damage, but it is, it's pretty, like dry and it's like hard. It's, not what you want, that's for sure. So I've got some of this stuff, which, I don't use it a lot, and in part because I broke the little thing off of it, but I think it'll work. Should be fine. Let's see. I probably should have some kind of scrubber or something. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these guys to try to really get all this black hardened, whatever it is, dried up grease mixed with rust, I guess, or something. This stuff is it's really thick, like almost hard's probably not the word, but it's very thick, stiff, gunky, gross feeling grease, I guess. I wasn't thinking. I probably should have grabbed some water. Oh, you know what? There's my sprayer right there. Let's see what we can do here. And I just keep breaking this. Keep breaking the handle on this thing. Still works. Nasty. Oh, that feels a lot better. Yeah, smooth surface now. The bearings to roll upon. Those don't look bad at all. All right. You know, it looks fine. I don't see any pitting. I don't see any cracks. I think we're good. Get some gunk off the cogs here. Or teeth. I think you're supposed to rinse that stuff off. Probably should read the directions to be sure. Maybe I didn't need to rinse it. Alright, so that side looks pretty good. I will do the same thing to the other side. And then just let it dry really good before putting it back together. Assuming the other side is also in good shape. let's see, what does it say? Do you need to rinse it? Oh, no, you don't. No water. No water. And it says you can just wipe it with a rag. Probably should have looked at that first. But that's fine. I don't use finish line stuff very much because most of their line is not biodegradable. That being said, they make good stuff. It does work. But that's just why I typically don't use it. But I had that one from before, and that one is biodegradable. So they do make some stuff. Just have to look, I guess. Not much left in here. I might not be able to get anything else out. Alright, that might be the end of that. Yeah, this side looks fine as well. I think I'm going to spray it anyway. that as best I can. Let's get a fresh one. Feels pretty dry. The terry cloth is super absorbent, so probably got all that water out of there. At any rate, I'm going to leave it apart while I work on the rest of the bike, just to be sure, give it time to dry, be on the safe side. But yeah, it looks like it's perfectly fine. Okay, now the main issue that this bike has is that yeah, so the tires have some dry rot and are cracking, so they need to be replaced. And the cables, you can see a lot of rust on them, and this one's a bit kinked with some rusting. And this lever, oops, can you see that? And that lever's completely gone, so you need to get a new lever on there. And so it is a question of, you know, how much do we want to put into this. I do have kind of like an inexpensive off-brand used lever that I could put on, but I also have some new Tektros that I could put on as well. So it's kind of just a matter of how much we want to invest in this bike. New tires, I think, are going to be a must. Wheels definitely could be trued. Not terrible, but they could be trued. The chain seems to be fine, but it is dry, so I'll put some oil on that. And that's basically it. So not terrible. But, you know, things still need to happen, right? What are we looking at there? Ooh. See all that? You see how rusty that is? It's supposed to be a nice, beautiful silver color. And yeah, it's like all white and powdery. And the ends are rusty. So that's no good. The pads, how do they feel? Ooh, they're pretty dry. I think I'll replace the pads too. They're like dry and like hard and brittle. And when they're like that, they don't work as well. So these arms they've got some rust on them, but They seem to move freely. The spring seems to be working. I think they're going to be reusable. Let's see. Any reason to replace them aside from just maybe cosmetics with some rust here. And it's a little bent up there as well, but good enough there. And the little steel wool does a great job of removing rust and gunk without really damaging the paint too much. I think it does kind of like get rid of some of the clear coat or whatever, but it doesn't seem to be too bad when I do it. Give everything a nice little polish. Let's see if I can just brute force this grip off. No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Let's spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol in here. Helps loosen things up sometimes. There we go. All right. Not sure what that is on there. Whatever this is, it's making it so that I can't really get the some kind of gunk, maybe to help hold the grips on, or maybe it's remnants of an old grip. I don't know. But I'm just going to use this file kind of. Get rid of that. Come off now. There we go. much more better. I don't know. I've got a couple options. I believe these Tektros are new, just not in the package. These look like they're new. Or I have these used ones that are not quite as nice. But these I could put on for free because I just took them off of a bike. And these I'd have to charge for. For right now, we'll go with the freebies. I can always easily change them out later. Especially since the little girl is really has already outgrown this bike, and it's November. I don't know how much she's going to be able to ride it this year. And next year, she'll be too big. So we'll just put that on for now. And then we need... What time is it? Oh man. We gotta go to the dentist in a little bit. I might not be able to finish this in one video. So just measure here to roughly here. Should be fine. Roughly. It's a pretty clean cut. Let's see. Do I have any call those things little noodles? Some fresh noodles is what I need. Why do I have beef over here? Oh, yep. A couple of barrels. That'll stick. Glad those, most of my supplies lasted the whole season, so I'm happy about that. Let's see. Oh, dang it. I dropped it right in the water. But yeah, most of our supplies, I bought a bunch of stuff at the beginning of the season, like in January, February, and most of it lasted us, which is nice. Although I do gonna have to buy more stuff. Not all of it lasted. Oh, my little ferrule fell someplace. Grab another one. It's one of those things, even though I've used a lot of them, I haven't run out yet. Got plenty still. Plenty. That's pretty bent, but I think it'll work just fine. I don't really see it being a problem. Alright. And I still have to put pads on here. I'll put it like right there so that it's just kind of in place, you know. And yeah, we gotta go to the dentist. So, I think that's gonna be it for this one. And that'll give this plenty of time to dry as well, so that works out. All right, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. The feedback that I've gotten is that you guys like the videos where I just work on bikes. So I'll be doing more of those, especially since I have a few bikes to work on over the winter. Check out the links below if you want to support us, if you want to pick up some fun gear, such as this beautiful hoodie that you might have seen me wearing in some of the videos or in the social medias. Check that out. We've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts, we got a lot of other stuff. And so that's a great way to support us and help us pay the bills and keep growing and making this happen. You could also just give us a donation. Or the easiest and cheapest thing you can do is just like and subscribe, because then we can like spread the word of what we're doing and also, you know, monetize the channel, and that'll help, and you know, all that fun stuff. And there you go. Now you can actually see me. I'm not in the dark. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out the links below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.